Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm still playing with stamps and scraps and lots of fun things. So I came up with something else, some more paper clips using stamps. Let me show you the two that I did so far. Here they are. So they are altered paper clips, meaning that, you can attach it to the side of the page. Of course, I used some of the stamps that I've been using in the past couple projects, and all these stamps are gifted to me by Bonnie. And I'm using just some scraps. I have this piece of vintage paper here that I've been using for that, so I'll probably just finish using this up in the ones that I'm doing now. But another great way of using your scraps, your stamps, and your small bits of fibers. So they are so super simple. Like when I tell you, you could probably do one in about 5 minutes, if that. Let me just show you what I did. So I have these offcuts of when I was cutting, actually, I think it was from when I was cutting these down. So it left me with some strips. So all I did was, it was here like this. I just folded it up to where I thought I'd want the clip to be, and then I just cut it. That's really all you're doing, just cutting it down. And then I do like the way this looks with the rounded edges, so I'm going to round the corners again. And I'm rounding the corners first before I do anything, because I didn't do it with this. I did it like almost like after the fact, and then I wasn't able to round these two because the clip and everything was in the way. So I was only able to round those two. So the next one that I did, I rounded all of them, and then I really like the way this looks. So rounding them all again. And of course, guess what I'm doing? I'm inking around the edges. Now, even though this is like the craft cardstock color, it still gives it a little bit of a tint, like a shade to it. So I still like to do it. All right, so the next thing you have to do is get the clip, the paper clip, and let me just grab paper clip over here. And I'm just using these regular small paper clips. And you put the small side on the inside. That way the larger side is on the outside. And then I'm kind of just guesstimating on the hoop, but I do want to make sure it's centered. So, there we go. And then this part is easy. You're just gluing the inside together. I'm using art glitter glue, but whatever glue you normally use, or I mean technically I was gonna say you might be able to sew it, but with the paper clip I forgot. No, you can't really sew it. And I'm putting a little extra glue on this side just because that's where the paper clip is, and I'll put a little glue on the actual paper clip, and then you just smush it down. Just make sure that is even again. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it just for a second, just so I can whatchamacallit, grab a little bit. A little bit of glue leaking out, that's okay. All right, so while this is drying, I am going to choose, oh actually, let me cover this first. So I'm gonna do, I think right here. And I was originally cutting it, tearing it, but then I didn't really like the way, see, like I can tear, and sometimes it comes out really good, and then sometimes it doesn't. So I did cut the last one, but that one's not bad. Yeah, that one's not bad. So let me glue this on. And also, depending what you have for the background, you could put, fabric in the background if you wanted to. Just regular coffee dyed paper if you wanted to. I'm just using this because I want to use up my scraps that are in my scrap box. So, okay, so that is on there. Now I gotta find a stamp, and I want a stamp that's, oh, this is pretty, it's kind of small. I wanted like a longer one maybe. Let's see. But I wanted a pretty picture on it. So many stamps, so little time. Oh, look at that. There we go. Found it. And easy as pie, all we are doing is gluing down the stamps to that. And I'm not centering it. Oh, that actually kind of came out centered, but with the other two, I was making them a little bit offside, like, you know, to one side, but that one looks like it's almost in the middle, but that's all right. So now I need some something to go here, and I have my big box stuff over here. So I'm trying to think. I'm thinking that I want like is this the same color? Hold on. No, this is more of a red, I think. I don't know if I have a red. I do have a maroon. The maroon, actually. Or maybe a green. Let me see if I have a green. I have part of a green. But then, no, I can't get enough green off of that. Let's see. You would think I have this huge box over here. I wish I could just bring it up on my desk and show you. Oh, we'll use the lighter side. That's what we'll do. Okay, and I think we'll do it about here. But I don't want this edge here, so let me somehow take off this edge. Okay, and it is a little thick. Let me see if I can just thin it out just a tad bit. All right, let's see how this looks now. And this part is like the super easiest part ever. You're just pulling your fabric or your fibers or whatever you're using through, and then you're just tying a knot. Like, that's really how easy it is. Okay, and get this knot tied. And there it is. Like, really, that's how simple it was to make. And I'm looking at the time. I'm at 8 minutes, but I don't know if all 8 minutes was creating. But that's it. That is it. And actually, I do like the green with this. How easy was that? And so when you're going to clip it on the side of a page, you just clip it like this, and then you'll have this little fluff hanging off. And of course, you know, you can use it to clip something on just like that. See, easy, easy peasy. I want to do something with this. Yeah, so should we do another one together? Why not, right? The only thing is, I think I'm gonna have to cut this down a little bit, or I have to find, and I don't have, you know what? Let's just cut this down a little. All right, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do a little bit this way, and possibly, oh, I'm getting really close. Do a little bit more this way. Okay, I think that actually will fit now. Well, let's just do a little check-see and see how it is. I mean, of course, I could probably scrounge through my scrap box for a bigger sheet, but I really don't want to do that right now. And I'm gonna just maybe like that much. Let's just see how that looks. And nothing's permanent yet. You can always cut it down more. I gotta find my bone folder. I'm not exactly sure where it went. I mean, this works just fine too, but I would like to use that at some point. Okay. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, so let's round the corners again. I love the way the rounded corners look on it. And next step, we're going to ink it. It's funny, as many projects as I've been doing recently with the stamps, it hasn't even made a dent in all the stamps that are still in the pouch that Bonnie gave me. There are so many, so I have to really dig down deep and you know, come up with some more projects or get some inspiration from other people of what they're doing with stamps, because there is just loads and loads and loads of stamps. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in, and we're putting the small side in, so that way the larger size side can stick out. Oops. Okay. And I stick it out a little so that way I can have that loop for the fibers that we're going to be attaching. And it would also be pretty if you wanted to do like lace and stuff too. You could use lace to hang off the side. That would look really pretty also. Okay. And just... Oh, I hope I didn't get my head in the way. If I did, sorry about that. Sometimes I forget and I lean forward because the camera is like literally right here. And that's usually where my head is, like, you know, hunched over my desk, that so I can see what I'm doing. But when I'm filming, I have to remember I have to sit back. But then it's hard sometimes because I just automatically lean forward, just because that's what I would normally be doing. All right, let's do this. And I'm gonna attempt... Oh, that wasn't bad. Okay. Like that. And then this will go... Maybe this up more. And this down more. Like that. Okay. So this is going to be up towards the top a little bit more, just to sort of offset a little bit so it's not so, what's the word I'm looking for? Not neat, but symmetrical. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's not so symmetrical. Okay, and now let's put this on. And I didn't even look to see who was on the front of the stamp. I just like the colors. Oh, Shakespeare. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. And again, I'm just going to squish it down just a little bit. Okay. And now let's see, what do we want to hang off there? I mean, it's basically black and white. There's a little bit of red and a little bit of like a turquoise color. But you know what? I do have a turquoise color. We could do that. I also have this. That's too many colors. I also have this, and that's too deep. Let's try this. Let's just see what this looks like. All right, so I think possibly about here. And it's a little bit tricky to cut this sometimes. It's like, I think it's like a little, not stretchy, but it's definitely a different kind of material. Oh man. And sometimes I have good luck. It'll go through on the first time. Sometimes these little going throughs don't always agree with what I'm doing. Okay. And then again, I hope I was in frame that whole time. Just tie a nice knot. And there we go. You know what? I'm going to cut this side down just a tad. This is a little bit long for me. There it is. And then it sort of brings out the little, I don't know, it's like a bluish green there. But then just remember, this is going to hang out over the pages and look so nice. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm definitely going to be making a few more of these because I have 3,987 stamps still left to play with. But this is what I have so far, and I absolutely love them. Like, love them. So definitely give it a try. You know, use up all your scraps. And I say this in all my, like, these types of videos. I love videos that you can use up your scraps, use up stamps, use up bits of fabrics, because I feel like, and I'm sure this is true for a lot of people, we end up, because we don't like to throw away, we end up with a lot of scrap. And if we don't find something to turn those into, then it's like your scrap hoard just grows and grows and grows and grows, because I know mine is. And I always feel like I get a handle on it, and then all of a sudden I turn around and there's just so much. So definitely when I can find something to use my scraps for, I love it. So I hope you take into consideration to, you know, cut down some of your scrap piles too, and do this little project. It is so super easy, and it's so much fun, and it's really going to dress up any junk journal. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.